We are here at the 27th edition of the Verge Northampton International Cyclocross. More or less using a traditional course that we've used for years here with some tweaks. We always try and make some small improvements. It's a very fast race, no matter what the conditions. This year it is particularly cold. Winter decided to show up today. It's has not gotten above freezing today. It's 50-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. So that will add a degree of difficulty to whatever we see out there on the course. But the main features are some elevation change, some drop-offs, some run-ups, short barriers that lots of people should be able to bunny hop, lots of very difficult turns in the grass that with a little bit too much speed can leave you on the ground, but if you rip them just right, are lots and lots of fun no matter what category you're in. So we'll take a lap and we'll show you all that right now.
Yeah, so I guess you just talk to yourself and then shout at me.
Yep. But we're in the start chute here, so we'll start from the start area. This is not part of the course, this is separated from the course, but this is a staging area and it leads to the pit and then turn one, and then we will actually go through the finish line from there. These aren't taped because of the 50-mile-an-hour winds. That'll all get taped tonight and tomorrow morning. Pit one right here. First turn, it's sort of two 90-degree turns. Turns into one giant sweeper. Don't call it a U-turn, because that's illegal. Probably a 300-meter sprint to the finish from the last corner.
Don't you wish?
I do.
Race Masters, it could happen.
First real turn is on a baseball diamond. They're deceiving because they're very fast when they're packed. But as the race goes on, the dirt loosens up, they get slippery, people go too fast, and it's a good place to crash.
I hope you're not riding slow for my sake.
This is as fast as I want to go. So the first baseball diamond connects to the next one. This one's an L. First one is a U. This one is L-shaped. Ruts will develop as the day goes on. Then another 100-meter stretch of grass before we get to the third baseball diamond. This one is C-shaped. Then we go by Club Row. Turn onto the pavement. Many years ago, this was the finish line. This takes us into the first wooded section and the traditional run-up. Steep run-up, we put some dirt down on it to fill in the erosion. Footholds will form. Routes are always a factor at Northampton. You just got to memorize where they are. Slippery turns around the gazebo. Packed gravel, easy to crash. Here we've got two lines coming up, a pro line and amateur line. We're going to take the pro line. The amateurs go to the left and go straight down. Pros get an extra drop in. Ow! That's taped wrong. That takes us to the sand pit. We go straight through and then a U-turn and back out again. 2 sections of sand takes us then to the second pass of the pit. Pit 2, over the train tracks, which are a classic feature of the Northampton course. My favorite part of the course, little tree house at the top of the dead tree. Some fast sections in the grass, very fast grass corners, often lead people to slide out. This is the grass criterium feature that Northampton's pretty famous for. This leads us into run-up number 2, some train tracks first. Some swoopy turns on some off-cambers here. This is the upper section of the course where there's some wide open pedaling. Good places to attack if you're strong. Good places to try to sit on if you're not. Another wooded section that we made a small change to this year to keep it challenging, but not as clogged up if you're in traffic. Leads you to another drop off on the difference between fields and over train tracks again. Some more open pedaling in the grass. One of my favorite turns in the course coming up. Just a high-speed ripper. Lots of fun. Our barriers are just a foot high, 30 centimeters. Hoppable by most people, I bet. The last technical section before the finish is a set of S-turns in another baseball field. Very easy to slide out at the end of the race when you're tired and going fast and trying to stay on the wheel and get ready for a sprint finish. And so here we are back, passing the pit, ahead of where we started from, but now taking us to where what was the first corner at the start of the race will be the last corner before the sprint. Line choice here in the sprint finish will be critical. And that's your course. Look at my beautiful tree. So I think the main feature of the course this year is the weather and how cold it is. And I think especially for the 8 a.m. races, we're supposed to have a low of 15 degrees overnight. And I think it's supposed to be about 20 degrees for the start of that 8 a.m. race. That is going to be as big a factor as any of the course features that we saw out there. So make sure that you dress warm. Make sure you're warm on the start line. You can unzip things, but if you underdress, that's going to guarantee you an unsuccessful race out there. So start there, stay warm, unzip as needed. But then once you're out there, I think there's a lot of pedaling and fun turns. You saw all of it, and what do we have to add to that? Colin, anything? I think we're good.
Ride fast, draft people, have fun.
Enjoy yourself. Stick around for a beer and food truck afterwards. But as always, after 27 years of putting a race on, we've got lots of little things figured out, and I think the most important thing is people have a good time here, and stress level is low, and managing the weather will be key. Other than that, I think I really have fun. See you tomorrow.